Welcome back to the Djellab channel, ladies and gentlemen. It's a Monday. I've got a block nose, but I am joined by two people who don't have one. Patrick Van Straten and Henry Hill. Boys, how you doing? How's your weekend?
All good, man. All good. Nothing to report. Feeling good.
Wow. What a weekend.
Hasn't actually happened yet at the time of recording this. That's how these things work. Movie magic, baby. Now, as you can see by the title of this video, we're going to be ranking the 10 best players in the Premier League right now. So let's do this then. Let's kick on. Let's throw some names out there first.
Number one is Erling Haaland. He scored 9 goals. No one else is anywhere near him. He's number one. I'm sorry, you can't say anything else.
I agree. Let's just get him in there straight away.
And then after that, you've got a bunch of guys who have 5 goal involvements. You've got Salah, you've got Saka, you've got Cole Palmer.
But
are
we
just around there.
We can't just do some by like goal. Like obviously, defense has been really impressive this year.
Salah's been incredible. I think he has to be number 2 for me.
Yeah, he has been pretty good. I'm happy to put Salah in there straight away.
Can I put out
Go on.
a potential number 3?
You going to say a Brighton player?
No.
Oh.
I'm going to say Yuri Tielemans.
Yuri has been good.
Yuri Tielemans
was great in the
has
Champions
been
League,
unbelievable, and he was unbelievable in the Champions League as well. He has looked incredible at the start of this season.
Yeah.
And that is essentially like a player appearing out of nowhere for
They got him
Villa.
for free, didn't they? They signed him for free.
But he also, you know, he was in and out last season.
Yeah, he was.
I think he got like 1,000 minutes or something.
He was.
But we've always said he's got amazing creative ability from deep. He's a good goal threat. He's just not very athletic and a bit defensively light.
Yeah.
If you cover for those deficiencies with, for example, I don't know, an Amadou Onana, then you're actually in a pretty good situation. I think he's been amazing. I don't know if I necessarily say he's number 3, but I think he's got to be in with a shout.
We'll have him here. I'll write him down and we can kind of deal with the order a little bit later.
Yeah.
Right now is... If there's a, Noni Madueke, Cole Palmer, which one of those two do you think goes forward? I think probably only one or the other.
I still think it's Palmer. Yeah,
okay,
more impressed with him. He's got 1 goal, 4 assists. I think that's more impressive than 3 goals from Madueke, considering just Chelsea.
Okay. So that's a Chelsea.
I put João Pedro in there. I think in terms of like current form.
What you think out of all the Brighton players, he's the
best player?
Yeah,
in my opinion. Well, who would you say has been better than him?
Just trying to think. Obviously, he had a bit of an injury again, so he didn't play against Ipswich. Just trying to think. But Labour's been pretty good for Brighton.
I like Van Hecke as well. I think he's a good player.
I think Saka has to be in there.
Saka's got, I think, I looked in one place and it said a goal and 3 assists. Another place said goal and 4 assists.
That's what I'm saying.
But he has been very, very good, and he is going to be extremely important with all the
probably is
out.
the 3rd best, isn't he?
Well, I think it's reasonable to say it's not like when you watch him you felt the way you have about Salah, but on the other hand, I haven't seen him have a really bad game, whereas Salah had a really bad game against Forest.
Yeah. I mean,
but everyone had kind of a bad game against Forest. Oh, but I have got another Liverpool player. How do we feel about Ryan Gravenberch?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ryan Gravenberch and AC Milan as well was crazy. He's been so good.
Liverpool's defence has gone from being like not great, okay, last season, to being excellent this season. And they've basically just said, you're going to play DM. And he's been amazing. In the Forest game even, looking at the worst game, in that game, Salah went like 1 for 5 on dribble attempts, okay? Pretty bad. In that game, like Ryan Gravenberch, won the ball 4 times and played 11 passes into the final third. So Liverpool were able to pin Forest in. And so from that point of view...
He did his job.
He did his job. His job is to help them pin the ball in and keep the ball moving downhill, towards the box. It's then the job of the wingers to beat their men and get the ball into like a goal-scoring zone. And in that match, Jota, Diaz and Salah, between the 3 of them, attempted 10 dribbles and completed 1. So to me, that is an issue with the front line not doing it. But I think that Gravenberch really did a good job there. And I think playing out of position in a side that must have gone into this season thinking, Jesus, we didn't upgrade this position. And then you look at someone like João Neves at PSG and you think, why don't we just do that? Well, they've just said, okay, well, we've got this guy here. Maybe he can play this role. He's never been much of a defender, but maybe he can do it. And he has been fantastic.
I don't want to just give strikers...
No, I agree. Yeah, we've got to get
like,
some centre-backs in there. I think it's been very good.
So, yeah, I actually am up for putting Gravenberch at some point in the thing.
Yeah.
Gosh.
He's been great. His pass for Liverpool's 3rd goal against AC Milan is stupendous, man. It's so lovely.
So I'm just looking at who scored ratings. It is interesting. They've got David Raya at 6. They've got Anthony Robinson, who's currently the 9th best player. 2 assists so far from left back. And also, like 11 is Dwight McNeil, and then 13.
Dwight McNeil has been really good for Everton. He has, man.
Yeah, 1 goal, 2 assists.
It's not his fault.
They've got Adama Traore. If Adama Traore could finish, then we would actually be talking about him because he's been in so many good positions this season, but then he just completely fluffs it up.
He has still got like 2 goal involvements in 4 games, right? Which is not like horrendous.
That's
it's just that he should probably have like he's always
his whole career has been this. If he could finish, if he could get goal and assist, he'd be the best winger in the world.
Yeah, though I also think that just having a player like that will help the rest. As I said before, like in our other episode, it will help the rest of the Fulham attack by being like, you can't leave him unmarked.
Yeah,
like it doesn't matter that he can't shoot straight. You can't just leave him. So somebody has to go with him, and that means somebody can't like double up on Muniz. So,
I'm trying to think.
We surely need
we surely I thought Flecken was good.
Flecken has been a revelation considering how bad he was last season.
He's been really good.
I mean, Arsenal have conceded 1 goal so far this year. Liverpool 1 goal so far this year, which was.
Would you put Gabriel in there? Would you put Gabriel or Saliba in there?
Which one do you think's been playing better this season? I mean, Gabriel obviously has scored against Spurs.
It's my favourite partnership in the centre.
He had that one moment against. I mean, Saliba against Villa was incredible.
I probably would say Saliba overall, but I mean, like, I don't know though. At the same time, like Arsenal have conceded 1 goal, but they've been a bit lucky to only concede 1 goal. They've conceded
the
1 off
game,
like 4 XG or something. Like, now don't get me wrong, like they're really good at limiting chances. But it's one of those situations where I think, well, the reason they've conceded so few is more goalkeeping and bad shooting than it is like the centre backs. But the defensive unit is always really good, and especially given the weakness in midfield, like it's. I tell you what, Kai Havertz has been really good at the start of the season.
Not top 10.
Kai Havertz has got 2 goals and an assist. He also put in an insane defensive shift after the red card against Brighton. Like he has worked so hard this season. I don't know. I think he's been excellent, and he's just like now just like a good centre forward. Like I mean,
Brian Mbeumo.
Yeah, I think Mbeumo is actually a serious shout. 3 goals this season.
This is injured now.
My house.
Yeah, but he had 4 goals.
My housemates are obsessed with Visser. They think him and Mbeumo is like going to be a cult.
Mbeumo, I've said this for like
Visser does
over
have
a year.
strong like Barclays, man.
Yeah,
like energy.
Mbeumo, I genuinely believe like he's going to have a.
Can we get back to the task, please, Zach?
Sorry. So I'm going to put Saliba.
Oh, Gabriel, surely.
Saliba can't go. I don't think Saliba goes in the top 5.
Cole Palmer's going 4th.
That's okay. Fine.
Wow. What about Morgan?
I'll put Gravenberch.
Who's played on the worst side in every game he's played so far.
Gravenberch into 5th. I'm going to put Tielemans 6th.
Sure.
Saliba 7th.
What about John Duran, the man of the moment?
Nah, come on. Get out of here. Get out of here right now.
Duran. I love John Duran. His finish against Young Boys, which was cancelled.
His finish against what's their face? Everton was fucking ridiculous.
John Duran. Mbeumo. Get Mbeumo in that list.
Who else?
Is there anyone? I mean, Brentford are
there
in
any
9.
good
João Pedro or Danny Welbeck?
No, sorry, we need a Forest.
What about
player.
Jamie
Vardy? We need a Forest player in there. They've not lost the game for us.
Murillo. I actually think Murillo at centre half has been unbelievable, and he also
whack him in.
It's been confirmed by my fantasy team on how many points that Murillo keeps getting me so far.
Yeah, put him in.
Murillo.
It's nice to have a centre back like for a smaller.
Murillo. I'll put João Pedro in 8th. 10th, then. Who is our 10th best player in the league?
I just put Flecken in, man. Just put him in. Why can't you put Flecken in? Don't be a dick.
I mean, it is right now.
Zach, stop always thinking about the thumbnail and put Flecken in, please.
I mean, it is right now. You're not wrong.
Boring.
But I'm just thinking, like,
Zach, is
it Flecken or Mbeumo?
Flecken.
Oh, come on, Pat.
Flex.
It's Mbeumo.
Mbeumo's at 10th. There you go. Okay. So
what a wild.
So our list.
Do you care that much? Like, I mean,
right now, remember, it's got to be right now.
I don't care.
So it's a bit of fun. I like know this. See what I'm on about.
But, but the thing is, we're making these predictions before a weekend where
where
one of these guys is going to have been
flop.
horribly clowned over the weekend. Like Saliba in there with Haaland at the same time. Like, both of those guys can't come out of the weekend looking good. It's not possible.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our list goes 10th is in Buemu, 9th Murillo, João Pedro is sitting in 8th, 7th is Saliba, 6th Yuri Tielemans, 5 Gravenberch, 4 Cole Palmer, 3 Saka, 2 Salah, and number 1 Erling Haaland. We are filming this before the weekend's football, so as Pat said, it will be interesting to see what happens. Any final comments, Henry?
Well, I was just looking at Fantasy, and your favourite player, Ola Aina, is actually the 6th highest scoring defender on the game so far. They've got Ben White, Alexander-Arnold, Virgil, Dalo ahead of him.
I've got him.
But not interested in that. I'm absolutely loving that. But then Murillo is actually doing well too. So he's
Aina Murillo, you guys let us know in the comments below. And also let us know your list. It has to be right now, guys. Which is funny, obviously uploading this the weekend before the weekend's football. But it's right now. So let us know down below. I'm interested to see your thoughts as well. If you want to check out Henry, then go to Joe Football Joe on all social media accounts. It's linked below. Patrick Van Straten, there are several down there. Podcast, his wife's book as well. That will be linked down below in the description. Please check it all out. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday.